Hello. Can you hear us all right?
And we're live. At least I hope so.
I can hear echo from YouTube.
That's actually... Do you have it open?
Ah. Oh, actually, yes. We'll close it now.
Okay. So
that means sound works.
good.
Okay, I'm Kansi.
And I am Sile. Hi everyone.
Welcome to our stream. It's our first stream, so we're a little bit nervous about that. Hope everything will go smoothly. There probably will be some technical difficulties though. So this is the game we're making, inspired by Hyperlight Drifter, the video game. We're trying to make it in board game shape and form. The scenario we will play today is about escaping from a deep facility. We have an elevator here. It's broken, so we'll need to fix it. And we also have some enemies. So
this is the scenario setup. In order to set this scenario, okay, so let's start from the beginning. Hyperlight Flicker is a dexterity game, which more specifically is a flicking game, hence the title. And in order to play it, you need to pick up, first of all, you need to pick a encounter. So far we have several to choose from, and in tabletop simulators they automatically sets it up for you. Each encounter consists of the player space, which is a rectangle, and one or several playing areas. In this case, these are gray areas. This one and this is another one. And I'll go briefly over the setup, and then we will explain the basic rules of the game and proceed to play this scenario. So once you designated the playing area, you lay out obstacles. In this case, they are these gray cubes. And then you place interior tiles. Okay, in this case, there are this elevator and this one, some interior place. Then you place denizens, which you may know from the game. So these two are placed according to the scenario, and dirks are actually randomly tossed in this area. So while the number is consistent, they may land on either side, which means two different things. Then you place interactable objects. In this case, we have a cancel that activates elevator. And then you place, well, basic game elements such as data cards for denizens, some tokens and counters, and player counters. And the goal of this scenario is to reach the terminal, activate it, wait for the elevator to arrive, and enter the elevator in order to escape. Okay, so will you play which token?
I will play a scope drifter.
Right. So these are called wanderers, and they represent players. Wanderer have two sides. This is normal side, and this is wounded side. Now, when the last but not least thing is action reaction cards. This is the core element of the game, and this is the heartbeat token. So these together forms the main mechanic of the game that drives the gameplay and turn structure, if we call it that way. So let's go through the turn structure. Let's change this out. This game doesn't have a rigid turn structure like traditional tabletop games, where I take a turn, then Kansi takes a turn, and then back I take another turn. Instead, we are free to perform actions. There are several actions, and first of them is a drift action, which is done by a flick. So in a tabletop game, you flick using your fingers. Here you use the special tool, yeah, like this. And this is the equivalent of the dash from the game. Now, each drift moves the heartbeat token from one action card to another. And when the heartbeat token reaches the end, it loops back on the first card. Okay, so I'll start by, well, drifting forward like this. And there is a drift token which should be passed to another player in case of two-player game. And I can drift only if I possess the drift token. So once I've drifted, I pass it to the Kansi, and now Kansi also can drift.
I'll try it. Well, wasn't that bad.
And technically we can proceed that way until the heartbeat token reaches the end of the deck. Now, another actions such as attacks, shoot, and others performed by using action-reaction cards. As of now, we don't really need for it, but I'll use this card to showcase other two actions such as move and shoot. So to perform action from the action-reaction card, you first need to grab the card you wanted, and then you are free to perform the so-called primary action, which is indicated with the large icon on this card. In this case, I can adjust my position by moving closer to the edge, like so. As there is a line that hints which side of the card you use to measure, and the movement allows you to move up to the length of the card, like this, like this. Then I can decide to use the secondary action, which is indicated with a smaller icon, which I of course do. And to do that, I need to check whether the heartbeat token was on that card or not. In that case, it wasn't, because it was on the previous card. So I need to move the heartbeat token to use the secondary action. Now, to shoot, you place the bullet disc near your character and flick it. Now, since I hit the dirk, I should apply damage to it. However, since I moved it way beyond its initial position, well,
penalty damage. Shoot action doesn't damage the enemy in this case, but you pushed it beyond playing area, so it does get damage from fall, from gravity.
Yeah, it's kinda sounds bizarre, but otherwise there's no reason to flick the bullet disc as hard as you can to knock denizens out of the board. And so when once you used one or both actions from the card, you flip it, and this provokes a reaction. Another way to provoke a reaction is to move heartbeat token off the deck. In that case, token moves back on the first card, and you resolve you flip the top card of the deck as a reaction. Now, reaction is basically the second part of the turn. First of all, we have a special case here with this icon. This means that we need to move the heartbeat token back. If the heartbeat token was the very first card, you don't loop it around. It loops only one way. So in this case, it goes there. And then you use this number to check on every denizen on the map and perform their actions if there is a match. So here the first one, it's a dirk, he's sitting, but since there is a match, you flip it. There is another dirk, and there is a match, so this dirk performs an action. And according to this data card, it moves and attempts to attack. Since
Moves towards me because the notation is in a square.
yeah, there are two types of notations, square one and round one. Square one targets a player without a drift token, and the round one targets a player with a drift token.
Yeah, this one moves towards you.
And this one just sits there.
Yeah.
Okay, since Tabletop Simulator is not well, using mouse here is not as agile as hands in real life, so we added a measure stick that can be used instead of a card. So now let's check this side of the map. So there is a pistolier which moves
Moves forward. Like here.
Yeah. As you can see, there is a special notation. There is a split arrow, which means not just a movement, but a special movement that allows pistolier to move toward nearest corner. So it's like he takes cover. And the last one, there is also match, so it moves here and shoots. Yeah. So
the other one also shoots, actually. Their action sequences might appear a bit too complicated at the start, but actually I like how they behave very much. Because they are like real pistoleers. If they can't aim towards the wanderer, they just aim parallel with the terrain element they're standing next to, and they actually go away after they shoot.
So the full action sequence is to seek cover, then perform the shoot action, and then move back.
Away from all targets. Targets is us. So somewhere there.
And in the end of the activation, if there is a reinforcement card, which is present here, you also check if there is any reinforcement coming away. In this case, there is none, because there is no match. So this card is discarded, and you draw new one and place it in action-reaction sequence. And that's pretty much it. So the whole turn is laid out here in this flow chart. And the only step we've missed is move projectile phase, because there was no projectile, but next time we'll perform this. And that's pretty much it in terms of core rules, because now we can proceed performing our actions in any order we like, and the game simply reacts to our actions. So as I said earlier, we can just drift and do not perform other actions, but the game again will eventually react to us. So,
Sile, you have the drift token.
yeah,
What will you do?
I think we should move out of the way because otherwise we will be hit by these projectiles.
Well, I won't be hit.
Fair enough. I'll cautiously advance forward.
Very cautiously.
Still counts.
Can we use chain dash? Here.
Let's try without it.
Oh. Will we be able to manage? It's a difficult scenario after all.
We can try.
Okay. I'll attempt to dash. Hey. Here you go. Aha! Oh. Oh shit. I hit you?
Probably.
Oh well. Friendly fire doesn't work. Does it? Although I pushed you.
Yeah, so when you, unlike, again, unlike other dexterity games, where hitting other things with your things by flicking them with each other is kind of the point of the game. In Hyperlight Flicker, you try to avoid hit anything during the drift action, except for allies, because hitting ally doesn't inflict damage. However, throwing ally off the cliff
No!
actually does. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this board is not a whole playing area. There are two playing areas, and the white space between them is a void. And falling in a void causes 1 damage. This happened to the Dirk earlier, and this now happened with me, with my character. So in that case, I snap back to the nearest edge and flip myself to the damage side. Now, luckily, we have health sparks, or health kits. But unlike being an item in the world where you need frantically to search for, they are actually here
on cards,
and you can use them, but instead of using the card as an action. So essentially you spend time to inject yourself or resurrect an ally, and the game reacts on that. So now I think you're in a good position to fight. So proceed.
Yep. I will use this card. We'll kill the Dirk. I just slash and thrust him with my sword.
Isn't this too much?
No.
Okay.
He has 3 hit points.
Okay, so melee, there are 2 types of melee attacks, the thrust and the slash. The slash is, in this case, a larger icon, and the thrust is a smaller icon. To perform an attack, you need to have your target within this length of the card.
Yeah.
And completely overlaps it. So the Wanderers have quite reach. For example, like this will also be a valid hit, but
we'll have
this won't be, because
well, still will. Oh
no,
or not? No.
No. I'm looking from above, so yeah, it's
Well.
kind of tricky because you. But
Technically.
where yeah, perspective is a tricky thing. Yeah, technically this also counts, so we need to push it a bit further, like this one. This one obviously won't count.
Yep. So we need to cover the enemy token completely.
Yeah.
Damage.
So and the distinction between these attacks is the damage and additional effects. So slash attack hits everyone within your reach in a circle, and thrust hits only one target but pushes it up to a length of the card. So for example, if in case of only a thrust attack, and by the way, you can perform, well, you can you kinda can skip the first action and perform the second one in a way that you can press a button in a video game while not attacking anyone and just hitting the air. So in case if Kansi performed only a thrust attack, Dirk will receive 1 damage and then move back up to the length of the card, so like this. But in case of 2 damage,
Style. It's very boring. We will show them
okay,
how thrust is used later.
okay,
Dirk dies now, so let's just
okay,
throw his dead body off the cliff and proceed.
okay.
So, reaction. Again.
Wait. First, we need to move projectiles.
Yeah, I always forget that. Goes this way. Most. Goes here. And again, we move the heartbeat token from through 1 card. And so reacts. Okay, this guy reacts. Well, let's see if he will be able to. Yes. Yes, he does. Okay. I am wounded too. And actually I am dead. Whoops.
And that's how trust works.
Well, this game is not easy. This one also shoots. Like, does the exact same thing he did last time. So we have all of projectiles. Well, he kinda tries to aim towards you. Like, Sile has the drift token now, but because I'm dead, the game just transforms into solo game.
Yeah,
So
this game supports 1 or 2 players, and if you are playing it alone but you feel lonely, you can use an ally In this case, we have a guardian and the special rules that governs ally behavior. So it's not like you control two characters, but you control your character and ally aids you on your adventure. So now I have a wall of projectiles in front of me.
Well, maybe it's time to resurrect your co-op drifter.
My shadow co-op.
You're in a difficult position right now.
Yep.
A wall of projectiles, a wall of dirks.
Well, first I'll try to flick and not to die. Like this.
Well, at least you have the heartbeat token on health pack card.
Well, it won't help me much, but anyway.
Well, it will.
I think I'm kinda out of the way of projectiles. Yeah. More or less. So, yeah, and since I perform a drift, the drift token, since I have no one to pass it to, it just stays where I was and snaps back to my position only after a reaction. So in case of a solitary game, you can chain dash around and drift token will stay behind you. Okay, and I'll use well, this card and revive.
You could use the card with heartbeat token on it. It's just the same.
Yeah, but I want to pick what's up next in the deck.
All right.
Okay, and place your character where you want within the right of action card.
Yeah, maybe this was just the right place. Yep, I like this one. So, reaction. Another 5. How so? Also,
the sheer luck, I guess. Unless I terribly messed something up with cards.
I hope not all of them has 5s.
Me too. That's a bit of an unfortunate showcase. Okay, and prior to the reaction, we need to move projectiles. So each projectile have two sides. One of them is normal, one of them is decaying or fading sides, and essentially hop them over.
Not with these ones. These ones just disappear. They are on the faded side already.
Yeah. What I try to say that you hop them one over another and flip, but you can't flip them back to the normal side. So when they are faded, they are removed instead.
Also, these ones just go further. So I will remove them because these one no they stay.
Oh, you mean you replace them? Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think I have drift token now.
Okay.
Because you drifted in your previous turn. So, we need to move our denizens
Yep.
again.
So Dirk.
Pistoleers just do their own thing.
I think we need to close the gap and do something with it. Otherwise, we're basically pinned, at least blocked
Well,
here.
I kind of wanted to chain dash here. But you said, no, we should try without it.
I mean, why not?
Well, let's go try them. Everyone moved?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll probably just die here in pain. Okay. This is not easy. Well. Guess we are a bit fucked again. Oops. F-word. So.
Maybe I can go other way around and try to
Pin this here?
drift my way here, yeah.
Here.
It's a close call, I know.
Well, you will probably die.
Well, then you'll revive me, right?
Yes. So, yeah. I will drift and we'll have a reaction. Well, let's see. 4. This one attacks me. But I stay alive.
I'm not quite sure about it.
You mean he will push me right through projectile token and...
More or less.
So bad at this! It's because of chain dash. Because I don't have it.
You can't over rely on it. It's an optional rule, after all.
It's an optional rule made just for encounters like that. Also, our pistolier has 4.
On the bright side, cards are fine. We just too lucky to draw multiple 5 cards in a row.
I think I just shouldn't remove these projectiles.
I hope to eventually remove the pistolier.
That's all.
And and since we have finally 4, we place a wooden cube here. And add another and another reinforcement card. Okay.
Sai, we will die out there. We will just die.
Okay. Okay, let's. This is 1. And I'll try move a bit further. That's fine, I guess.
What are Hardy talking about?
And I'll use this to revive you.
Okay.
Well, place yourself where you want, and it's 3.
Maybe I will try.
Maybe not. So dirks moving toward you menacingly. So we don't have rules for friendly fire for denizens. But honestly, I'm not sure if Dirk should walk through projectiles if they are not there. So maybe he will wait politely for them to pass through. Because this one are gone. Well, I don't know. I think that.
That pistolier shoots.
Yeah.
So, projectiles for us. No, and I won't be able to drift here.
Oh well.
Shit.
And
Pain. It's like trying to siege a castle. Maybe we will try and chain dash. It will be fun. Otherwise, we really would die here.
maybe we. Oh. I missed the fact that there is another reinforcement card.
You mixed in all 4 of them.
Yeah.
I see. Like super ultra hardcore mode.
No, actually, it was according to the setup. Shuffle reinforcement cards, reveal 1 card.
Yes, 1 card.
No, shuffle.
Shuffle.
And oh.
Shuffle 4 reinforcement cards and reveal 1.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
No. We will just remove the other 3, okay?
All right. Well,
I request chain dash.
Fine. Okay, so there are several optional rules in the game, and one of them is a chain dash, which you can find somewhere here, probably. Oh, yeah. The idea that normally in a 2-player game you drift once and then pass the drift token to another player. With this optional rule, you, instead of passing to another player, you place it somewhere above action reaction cards to indicate how many heartbeat shifts you want. Of course, you can place it like on the cards within the action reaction sequence, but this allows you to bypass the reaction from the top of the deck. However, if you hit anything, you immediately snap the heartbeat token forward to the drift token. So this is some kind of bidding, I guess.
So, drifting interrupts and you must shift heartbeat token to the position of drift token.
As well as resolve all reactions that should be otherwise resolved during this multiple drift actions.
Have another one though. All I think projectiles shouldn't hit you. So I'm not sure I will do chain dash right now. I will just drift a bit further. Maybe dirks will away. I can also try to shoot him. Should I?
Go on.
Okay. Okay. The dirk is not damaged. And I moved him. Best position.
I think you didn't move them that far.
Why? I did exactly that with the blue disc. Or you mean... Well, we should use a ruler next time, I guess.
Okay.
Or somewhere there. Probably too far.
So it's reaction time.
Mm-hmm. 5 again. So this one waits politely. Although no. Projectile is just way so.
And I'm barely overlapped by a projectile, but not completely overlapped. So I'm...
Yeah, I thought it should be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
So, also pistoleers. That's all. At least. Now we can drift.
Except I have a drift token and I'm not quite in a position to drift.
Well, you can somewhere.
Well, if I move somewhere, we will have another reaction, and these projectiles will probably hit you instead.
Why? Why will we have a reaction?
Because I'm kinda literally pinned by the pistoleers projectile token.
So,
And if I... Well, in a...
just drift somewhere.
Well, technically I shouldn't be able to, because I'm near the projectile, and so I can only move
Why?
from under
What?
it.
Sile.
Never mind. Okay, let's...
Also, I don't quite understand how they managed to stay alive.
Because it didn't overlap me.
Well, my point of view, it did.
Okay, then I'm dead. Drift token.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. I'm dead. Projectile is removed. You have a drift token. Now you're in a position to perform a chain. Chain dash.
Okay. My plan is to chain dash somewhere to another blank area and revive you. Let's see if I will manage that.
Deal with the pistolier first, I guess.
No, first I will revive you.
Okay.
The pistolier just will shoot me in the face. Or, well, I guess it's for them. It's not very convenient to drift token there, so I will just make it stay in this place and the heartbeat token instead. And attempt to drift 4 times. Oops. Well, I kinda hit him.
True. Also, you forgot that
Oh,
in a single.
also I can't revive you.
I know. Actually, you forgot that since my character is dead, you're playing effectively a solitaire game. So instead of chain dashing, you can just normally drift and move heartbeat token once per drift.
Yes, I forgot that. I want to chain dash so much.
That's why I didn't stop you. Anyway, go on.
Okay. Okay. So I think I have no choice but to drift more. And pray that I won't hit anything.
Nice.
Well,
You did it.
yeah, I did it.
Now
Think
you can use one more drift to get in a good position and then push
I
the
want.
pistolier off the cliff or something.
I think I will do the other thing instead. I will rust. And then I will shoot.
Huh.
Also, I think I will be able to him. Hopefully, I will do damage to. Mhm.
Good.
And maybe I will stay alive.
I hope so. Now, reaction. Oh no, first we need to move projectiles. And don't forget the drift token beneath them. Okay, reaction.
It's one. Only this fella reacts. And he kinda can't reach this corner, so I think he will shoot this one.
No, but he targets drift token.
Ah,
That's the benefit of moving with a hyper light speed. Denizens won't be able to react fast enough. And then drift token snaps back to your position.
and they still can't attack you. Oh yeah, I mean, resurrect.
Sadly, no. Okay, just as a remark, if this pistolier would react instead of performing their normal action sequence, since they've been damaged prior to the reaction, they will do so-called flinch, which is indicated here, which essentially means they will try to break a distance. But this occurs only if denizen reacted immediately after receiving a damage.
Yeah, I think I just need to kill him. Well, that wasn't perfect. Yeah, that's a problem. I think I should go away. Well, let's just pray he won't activate.
Oh well.
Well, I guess we're all dead. Mm-hmm. I'm a dead man. No flinch for him this turn.
Well, and this is it.
Yeah.
But if you somehow survived this, we will have a reinforcement this turn, because this card is filled. All notations on this card is filled, so we draw 2 random denizens out of the bag and place them according to the last card. So in this case, this is 2. So we place them Actually, no. If I recall correctly, the most recent version means that you place them according to the card itself. So it's like 2 and 3. And then you remove this card.
Okay, should we pretend I'm not dead and proceed?
I don't know. I mean, it was fair, I guess. Let's see if we have questions, and maybe we can take a break.
Well, let's see Discord. Well, it's a very quiet stream today. So I guess no questions for now. You described the rules in details, so
Okay, let's take a break and then maybe restart this scenario. Maybe try another scenario.
I think we should try another one. And we are back again.
Okay, let's scale down the difficulty, I guess, and try something simpler. This is one of the initial scenarios that requires us to find and extract a module. So there are three potential objects on the map. And one of them is a module, other two are nothing. So we need to find the right one, grab it, and flee from the map. And no reinforcement cards this time. However, they are, since they are optional, they can be mixed in if we want so. Okay, who will have the drift token?
I will.
Okay. Enjoy your chain dash, I guess.
There are two moves there. I will try to dash one time. I think it would be easy for me in real life than here. Okay. Whoa.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, I did exactly what I wanted. Huh. I'll be able to attack both of them. Ah. Yes. Nice. Well, one of them become angry after that. But no matter.
We could just shoot that one.
Okay, this one gains 2 damage points. Gains. This one is dead. This one receives 1 damage and hopefully won't be activated. It will be activated.
So this is called stance, and this is indicated by this symbol. And it simply means that you flip denizen token, and from now on it will behave differently.
Also, these pistoleer attacks. I will use for convenient measure. Okay, where's this angle? Shoots me fully. I will stay alive. I think I will. Yes. I'm fine. And in a way, targets, I think, that way. That's it. Some stuff to move the harm.
Okay. Do you want to perform an action, or I'll drift?
Yeah, actually I do. I will kill this fella. This card, and also move towards this object.
Okay.
Ah. ha! I am lucky.
Indeed, this will be the first one. Okay, now to once you near the object, you can flip it to discover what it is. And in case of a module, there is a complex procedure of getting it out from the ground, which, if I recall correctly, is about spending a reaction, I believe. Let's see. To extract the model, resolve the top action card as a reaction, while within width of an action reaction card. So
Yeah,
clearly,
I can do that.
Here, and do you want to do it right away?
Yes.
Okay.
5. Well,
Everyone.
yes, everyone, but it's all right.
Okay, first of all, you move heartbeat token back to on the first card.
Uh-huh. And well, I think this fellow moves here. Ah, also. I won't forget this time.
Well, in real life, it's much easier to do. But anyway.
This one.
This one targets me, so
Yeah,
it will
so
move here.
You can move the samurai sun.
Okay, and when you move denizens back, you try to move them away from all wanderers. So in that case, moving it that way will move them closer to the council. So I'll move them away from everyone.
This spell moves towards me 2 times.
And prepares for a strike.
Yes.
Well, we try to recreate denizen's behavior similar to the one in the video game, but it's not always one-to-one parity.
Should I also move the heartbeat token to retrieve the model?
Now to extract, you resolve some. The general interaction rule, but you, well,
yeah,
to interact. So yeah, you need to shift to interact, and well, you don't need to shift to observe, but you flipped it because you were within the reach. Then you move on to interact, and then you resolve. Top card.
I found a card here.
Then discard it.
I don't remember resolving it. It's 4. I think I don't remember using it.
I removed this one.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, you've snatched the module, so we can just flee, I guess.
Yeah. Whee! I'm getting better at this. And Yeah, that was all.
Yep, kinda. I mean, well, killing denizens is not kind of the goal and the priority in this game, unlike the video game counterpart. So in some scenarios, you can complete without killing everyone on the map, and that's was somewhat a design goal. Well,
So that's all for now, I think.
yeah. Well, you can, if you want to play this game, you can do this either on Tabletop Simulator, where we're playing it, or you can download it and print it.
Yeah, I guess we will have the recording of the stream, and I think we can add links in the description.
There is also a Google form for feedback in the description of the Tabletop Simulator. We have a Discord server where you can watch the development of this game, and we're about to upload the new tutorial, which explains game in step-by-step manner. So there it is. You simply set up the tutorial encounter and follow small snippets of rules, and you perform actions and go through the encounter in this manner, just like in a video game. And I hope it will be live later today. So that's it.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And bye-bye.
See you next time.